I'm back with the Warhead soda, and it's really good because it tastes like Jolly Rancher sour gush, and it's really good. And I might want to buy this on my own. I was gonna get a beer, but I changed my mind.
Were you really?
I was about to. I was about to get that Fanta, not Fanta, the little orange Jarritos soda, but I changed my mind because I'm not an alcoholic like Fernando.
Jarritos, those aren't beer.
They
Yeah,
do have
hard
hard soda.
seltzer.
I just joked about it being beer.
I was about to say.
It's a seltzer. It's a hard seltzer.
Is
It's
it
pretty
really?
good. It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Because I'd be drinking.
It has that
fuck out of
nice.
those, bro.
It has that nice, weird, like satisfying burn from drinking soda, and a good strong orange taste. It's just the aftertaste is what tastes like just any old beer. It's weird. Anyway,
Explain
Do you-
more,
okay.
please.
so from what I know, start off. This is it. Hagar, mayor of the city, goated guy, best guy in the fucking world. Him and Cody. Cody's just a street thug, but he's also Hagar's daughter's boyfriend. They're both trying to essentially save
Welcome to Fortnite.
they're trying to save Hagar's daughter because she got stolen by the Mad Gear gang.
Oh, is that what happened at the very beginning?
Yeah, she got captured by the Mad Gear gang. That's why they're fighting all of them. Because they're trying to get his daughter back, and Cody's the boyfriend, so he's obviously gonna try and save her because he loves her.
Yeah.
And their friend Guy, the ninja guy, he's just a crime fighter also.
He's just
Doing
there.
his thing.
It's just the plot of Sonic Adventure 2.
He's friends with Cody, and he's
Oh,
helping him
actually, I
out.
should probably go to the recording call.
Oh, are you
So-
recording?
I am recording.
Well, it's
Are
a
we
good
gonna
thing I
get-
haven't said. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say it. It would have been a perfect time to
That would have
say.
been funny, bro. That would have been really funny. But yeah, so that's why they're beating him now. But Hagar stays mayor, and he continues to solve crime by like beating people up who are committing the crimes, and inspiring
so
hope
he's
in
just
all
a
the
real
men.
cop.
Essentially, he just beats up criminals, and he's the mayor of the town, and he is open about beating up criminals.
I do that with
Well-
homeless people.
I relate to that.
I do that with
Anyway.
homosexuals.
She keeps getting stolen. That's the whole thing about Final Fight. You're doing that, but Hagar's. They end up having a crossover whenever Cody shows up in Street Fighter Alpha, and they reveal that Cody actually went to prison after some time had passed, and they had saved his girlfriend. He goes to prison, and because he starts random like street fights.
Yeah.
Holy
fucking-
shit! Is that the name of the game?
Yeah. He just starts random ass fights, and he got sentenced to jail. It's prison time. He just breaks out of his cell every time though, and he beats up more like thugs and stuff. And in Street Fighter 6, that's essentially Street Fighter is what he's beating people up.
So that's why we're allowed
It's-
to just fight police in the street and everything.
It's really funny when you think about it.
I mean, you
But,
can do that in Texas, technically. Think about it.
Yes, sir.
There's a Texas
But
beach school.
what's the fucking called? Yeah, so that's the whole thing about like Hagar. I don't know why they just wanted to make the mayor jacked, I guess, and
'Cause he's
really
an actor.
cool.
Street Fighter, dude. It's like Baki.
Look at the mayor.
Well,
Just look at my
this is
screen
actually
real
in
quick.
Final Fight though, which is what's funny about it. It's just
Oh.
like they have yet to cross over. I don't think at this point
Oh.
because they're both just new.
Well, still, it's like Baki or JoJo, where it's just like the original
So
JoJo,
funny.
part 1 and 2, where
Yeah.
everybody was shredded. Oh, also 3. I forgot about 3. Everybody on there was shredded.
And then they became
They were-
soy boys.
Not
Yeah,
so- I
I
mean,
hate it.
I think it's really funny.
I think
I like how he
part 3
proceeds to
ruined,
just make them like very lean.
part 3 ruined
Complete
JoJo.
fucking switch. Really? You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
What?
I like
I really
stands,
liked
though.
part 3.
No, Hamon should have been like Hamon was the cool part. You know what I mean?
I liked
okay.
Hamon
And
a
you got
lot.
some of that in part 3, and then now it's just aha, I have this special ability where I can turn a random person into a slug on a Thursday morning after a rainy night. Just some bullshit.
That's
and
not.
it's
Hold
like,
on, hold on. Street. Oh no, not Revenge.
okay, I
Fucking
understand that I am exaggerating. I know that
Because
there's
what I want
one.
to say is
I know
part
there's
three
one that
is the
hypnotizes
exact
you into
opposite.
being a slug.
That's really funny, but I was gonna say part three is what I like about what you said, because part three isn't about the fucking specific as shit. It's really just my
My
Well,
stand
yeah,
is better.
well, yeah. That.
issue.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, unless we're constantly using the same people from part 3, in which a stand has to have some unique ability, right? Except for Dio, because he ripped them off of the JoJo bloodline was the original plan, but let's not...
I really like that.
I liked that idea as well, but I would have thought it would have been more fun to fight Dio as a half vampire, half Hemon user.
That would have been sick. Or if he kept using his fucking vampire powers, like that, I was hoping. Fuck.
Yeah, no, the only
Yeah, so
vampire the only
that guy
vampire
literally
power
just
he
likes
used was
Asian
surviving.
people.
Was surviving. That was it. That's the only one he used.
That samurai guy you're fighting, he's literally just a fucking Japanese fan nerd. That's all he is. He just idolizes.
So he's a weeaboo. So he's Noel.
He's literally exactly, but he's insanely fucking jacked, and he's super fucking fun to play. Because they added him in Street Fighter Alpha when they did the crossover. You couldn't play Hagar though. You never were able to play Hagar except for in Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Why can't I continue?
Or start.
Hit the yeah. Hit this. I don't know what your button layout is.
Look,
actually.
man, I was clicking start. Start was not working.
Hit the select button. Hit the 3 square, or whatever it is.
But yeah,
So Cody's
I
is the
don't know. I
perfect
liked.
guy.
I
is
wish
just
they did part 4 stand style, or you should play Cody. I wish they used like the uniqueness of part 4, but kept like the overall dynamic of part 3. I don't know, because everything switched up in part 4. The way the story was going, it was just really...
yeah, it was like. But my thing was, there's only so much ability you can dish out to people that are completely unique. So it was bound to just become like this stupidity fest. And this one is not an exaggeration, since Noel is recording. If you haven't seen JoJo part, I believe it's 6, Stone Ocean, there's a character who can convince people they are slugs, and they will turn into slugs. And he uses
really funny.
He uses this with the power of rainbows. This is completely like real. That's not made up.
gay.
I believe it. Isn't Tusk Act 4? Isn't Tusk just in general like an overall really weird and like requires very specific things kind of
Yeah,
stand?
it's a ghost that punches people whenever you shoot a bullet at somebody. But you also like it's about like the rotation of the bullet.
I forgot about that.
It's not because otherwise you could just claim it's the Emperor, which we saw in part 3, or Sex Pistols, which we saw in part 5. But no, when you bring in the rotation into it, it's how good he's rotating. Is he riding his horse with the Fibonacci curve in mind?
I forgot about that. It's super fucking stupid, bro.
Like,
it really makes me laugh.
Something golden ratio, something spiral.
Is it fucking Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap? Is it that stand just fucking like you just go to a different universe where it's the exact same but different, and you bring someone back from there and they meet, they explode.
Yeah.
It's like, what? How the fuck do you find this out to be able to use it?
He has like infinite possibilities, because it can literally be like it just has to be slightly different. Like, for example, if I gasped right now, that's in theory a different universe. So of course it's going to be fucking stupid, because he can just replace himself infinite times. And the way he got beat was he just got spun more. They just spun him a lot more.
I will say though, I do honestly
That's how he got beat.
Really like. I like the proportions of the later ones. I like the overall look of like JoJolian and fucking
The 4 testicles.
Or steel ball run. Yeah, I like the overall look of it. I like the designs, stands. I think they're all really cool to like look at aesthetically, just
Mhm.
in that
I just
time. And I like I
I
do think
like
though
I don't
like
know.
Hamon would have been really cool to see.
I unironically, and this is the opinion that that has gotten me harassed multiple times. I unironically like part 1 the most.
Part 1 is
I
goated
love
though.
part one,
You
man.
can't even hate on
Part
that.
one
Wait,
is
It's
goated.
goated.
Part one
well,
has the best Joe star. I'm gonna say it. Part has the best JoJo. I think he's.
well, everyone's like, "Oh, he's
He's
such a
not an
flat character." Oh.
Bro,
And
they're
they watch
hating. They
Dragon Ball
don't know.
Super.
They're hating.
Don't get me wrong. I
Bro.
love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super kind of sucked.
Yeah, I'll say that. I did. So my feelings in Dragon Ball Super, I enjoyed it for a good bit,
I
and
just
then I
enjoy
was like,
it.
this is literally just the exact same thing. And then I stopped watching it, and then I
Dragon Ball
started
Super
rewatching it
feels
again.
like it was
It's like,
made
ah.
for Dragon Ball Z Abridged fans. Which don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball Z Abridged is fun, but
It's
it
funny,
is
yeah.
not at all by like any metric an accurate retelling of the story of Dragon Ball. Like one of
Yeah.
the like they
The
all
movies don't come
constantly
out though for Super. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love
yeah
them.
they do. Broly was awesome, and I mean, but like still the series itself was horrific.
Yeah, that's I just.
I mean, they lean into the Goku is a bad dad joke. Now,
Yeah,
look,
which I didn't
yeah,
really
like-
like.
well, no, look, right? If your dad died for you, would you consider him a good dad? Now, imagine he did it
Yes.
twice.
But to say, like, what the f do you mean? Literally, he killed himself to save the world from Cell, and like, in just like Dragon Ball Z, and then he sacrificed himself to fight Frieza and didn't know if he was gonna make it out alive
Same as the
to save different planets. And then fucking in the Majin Buu arc, he literally just like, his life to save everybody, bro.
he kills himself so many times to save people. How is he a bad dad? Especially when multiple times it was for the benefit of Gohan.
Yeah,
Like that is the dumbest opinion I've ever heard.
he
Now,
literally
don't get me,
hypes
like
up
I
his
said,
son
don't get me
so
wrong.
much.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged is fun if you take it as it is, which is an inaccurate yet funny retelling of Dragon Ball Z.
I like the
It's funny
the
because-
Broly movie one a lot.
The Broly movie one? Did they do?
He's
Oh,
so fucking cool.
he's so fucking cool. I was trying to make.
Fucking love
They did
that
one of
shit.
Super Broly. No, you were talking about Broly 1
Yeah,
because they
my
didn't get
favorite
around
one.
to Broly 2. Yeah, I forgot about that. Why
Broly
does he
became,
keep
like,
kicking me in the dick?
My favorite Dragon Ball Z character, purely because I liked how crazy he was, for the sake of it, literally just for the fucks. I was like, oh, this guy, he's legit. I like him. He's gonna be my favorite guy because he's super big.
Broly. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, my brother. My favorite Dragon Ball character is Kiryu. No, it's funny. It's funny. I think Sword Art Online Abridged is actually the opposite. Where
You
I
think it's an
I-
accurate retelling?
No, I don't think it's an accurate retelling. I think it's a better retelling. Like, I think Dragon Ball Z Abridged is worse than Dragon Ball Z, generally speaking.
Dragon Ball Z
But-
not Dragon Ball
Don't
Z.
get me wrong,
Sword
there
Art
are
Online
moments that
Abridged
are-
is just something else, and I love it.
Sword Art Online Abridged is actually hilarious, and they removed the incest plotline.
They did.
That's
What the
That
fuck? I've never
automatically
watched
makes it
SAO.
in season 2. There's an incest plotline where it's like his little sister wanted to fuck him, and that's it. That's like this. That's one of the major subplots.
It's weird. The only way people were able to see around it is because they're like, it's not his real sister, it's his stepsister. I was like, no,
Which is-
that's not how that works.
Which that was also only in the English dub. Was it? Did they get changed
Yeah.
so it could pass American censors? Like, what are you talking about? You're stupid. And then the abridged version comes out, and I'm like, holy shit, this is actually a nice story. Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh,
I want to rewatch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood now.
How the hell did we get there?
I like that scene where that twink gets set on fire a bunch.
that.
The one that can't.
Yeah.
The one that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Envy got
Yeah.
roasted.
Yeah.
I love that scene. I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood so much. It like jumped it like as soon as I watched it and finished it, it jumped its way to like top anime that I've ever seen and would gladly like rewatch because I will never get tired of it.
One of my favorite things, and I was watching a like Atriot clip recently, and this is related to this. I want to say this is like an adjacent conversation about anime as a whole that I kind of want to
Okay.
just point out as a joke, right? So, he pointed out that regardless of what anime you name,
Look, it's All Might.
it's All Might.
All
What
Might.
the fuck? What is he doing here?
I am here.
Anyways, like no matter what anime you mention, somebody will say it's in their top 5.
That is
Like,
yeah.
it's just what happens.
There's- I can't.
Like-
I think yeah. That's
like-
true.
And there will like American anime viewers can never agree on a top 5 because they just they don't understand the concept of niches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I fucking love
That's-
rom-coms.
And you know what? I'll be the first to say it just because All Might is there. I think Boku no Hero is probably one of the worst animes I've ever seen.
Wow.
Real.
I get it. I see why you would feel. I can see why you could think it's pretty. It's not like interesting. I don't know. I like
I
it.
think-
It's just
I think-
it's just a clone of
I
shonen,
think
but I think it's a
yeah.
really fun one for in the like. I think it's fun in the middle, and where it's getting like where it's at, kinda now.
I feel like
In the
if-
beginning, I was like, it's all right.
I feel like if you genuinely enjoy Boku no Hero, there are 2 anime that you will enjoy more. One of them you will at least enjoy more than it, and it is Jujutsu Kaisen and One Punch Man.
I really love One Punch Man. I want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen because the animation
It
looks
is-
really cool, and
it
I want
is
to read the rest of it 'cause the
Absolutely
story looks
hilarious. It is like if Bleach was fun.
sick. Hell, I love Bleach, but I
Yeah, but like imagine it's
Yeah.
fun and there's no filler.
Bro, I just watched Gintama.
have you.
Actually, I would say
I love
I would say
Gintama.
Baki is a direct upgrade to Boku no Hero.
I love Baki. I just
Baki
finished
is
watching
so
the pickle
fucking
art.
funny, dude.
It's so funny,
It's
bro.
just- you're
It is
ju-
so
you-
it's
All right,
so
all right,
insane.
all right. I don't care about Dragon Ball Z Abridged or whatever. So I already said spoilers for that. The spoiler warning for Baki.